Arsene Wenger age club no wakono na Arsenal that seized position in the Premier League. Arsene Wenger, he left the team at the seized position. A year before he left, Alexis Sanchez was Arsenal's main guy. And we yes swap on the Victorian buy. Okono, Lacazette was Arsenal's main guy in terms of goals. And the baton no share Unai Emery and sa. Moi mote din komo Unai Emery begu Arsenal no. Ebia ya referee. Because Arsene Wenger left the team at the seized position. Ken Unai Emery, in the first season, he took Arsenal from seized to fifth. What's the governor many would you say? Or the team from 6th and they were to 5th. Safeno Arsenal a boy Europa Cup final. Only Chelsea the boy. Chelsea shen or Baku. Some refian and do an asakaya. Inti inka from Arsene Wenger to Unai Emery. Inka nenya badu. Governor many would what I say. From 6th to 5th. Wabo Europa Cup. Everything seemed to be okay. But this is where the problem came. And this is why Mikel Arteta Arsenal team, you know. Because the first season that Unai Emery team led the 5th. Assembly anywhere. Said that we are progressing. But you start seeing league in the first 2 games. Arsenal were winning. But Arsenal caused 7 consecutive games. Now, team no. Either draw or what draw be lose. Arsenal, Mekai, I do remember Arsenal versus Watford. 2-2 be. And the Kike Sanchez team Watford. Arsenal considered 31 goals on target. 31. I don't know who bufu yom catch our kwane don't mean yejumano. Inti Unai Emery's second season and the Nyama started to say Jiagu. 7 consecutive games not ultimate yari. Inti before Arsenal decided to akwano ultimate yejumano yama na nkono na Unai Emery etosu 12 in the league table. 12 in the league table. So Unai passed on the first season, but second season the team ne egu ye. Why? Look, Peter Cech, Koscielny, Nacho, Granit Xhaka, Aaron Ramsdale, my boss in place Makumako 5. They were the captains at Arsenal, Unai Emery first season. 4 of these 5 left the team in the second season. Peter Cech retired. Oton Koscielny Manukoye. Granit Xhaka and the Kai was natural left. Aaron Ramsey left. Inti 4 of the 5 captains, you know, only in Africa club and a back Baku. Baku no na Granit Xhaka. Granit Xhaka no ye leader no ono so na ha na Emery. Me pejam komoro dia kwa kosi baby. Because Unai Emery be passing the first season no in discipline. And the team no go ye into Granit Xhaka pa no ye capito no. Watch the television very well. And remember Arsenal in Bobo. Ye Granit Xhaka free capito no in discipline. Supporters ni ru Granit Xhaka I don't know such so munye de anymore and no call run attack the top form. So Unai, he left the team not because of tactics. In discipline. And I hear team you know. Leadership in you. 5 of the leaders were born in the first season. 4 of them had left. Bakuno so awakano. Or no so indiscipline. So they thought to be the defenders. No, Unai Emery kept on complaining. Say Arsenal Bobo. Maitland Niles general right back, left back coach Kolasinac. Socrates, David Luiz. The defense were bad. Inti Ken, when Arsenal decided because we lose dressing room, no, they needed someone to bond because Satan I do remember very well say Unai Emery kept on insisting say no because 2 problems and then were Arsenal. Fixed defense. 2, indiscipline what team no. Arsenal need to fix that indiscipline what team no. Two problems. Unai Emery wanted time to build it because defense you know. Samuel Fia Okofa Saliba was bought by him. And if you say it's buy, but Arsenal said we cannot give you that time because that time no now Arsenal are starting Arteta. In fact, Arteta approached them. It is a Arteta had no experience. The only experience I can say and I say, or your assistant coach Edema Pep Guardiola for 3 years. But Arsenal believed in him. So okay, oh yeah, let's allow him. It is Arteta. He needs to fix our two problems now. Unai Emery because Unai Emery now Arsenal the 12th position in the league. First training session under Mikel Arteta, no taxes. A first training no instructing boys no say discipline. Because we have documentary. Arteta the first 30 minutes on the boys need now no mooding come catch him say discipline. Because he had been told, he had been briefed to say boys now about two omono. The entia Unai Emery pam no omo need discipline with him. And Mikel Arteta. So he first insisted because one for discipline and Bobo could, but the team is dead. Let me give you 2 examples or 3 examples. Yeah, one of their key players was Mesut Ozil. Ken, Mesut Ozil, he terminating the contract. Didn't Arsenal terminating the contract? Okwachire ade bi fa China ho okay China ni Muslims in some bebre okwachire ya pressure ba Arsenal so after COVID buy wa we leader in the team you say 12.5% your team akwatia Mesut Ozil say on tia da Mikel Arteta say team no enya about big stars view. I am building my own team. I am building a team full of discipline. Osaki Mesut Ozil. Maybe another example Anna. Aubameyang. Why did Aubameyang leave Arsenal? He was one of the star players in the team. Arteta sacked him because he was indisciplined. Okay, Nicolas Pepe. Arsenal have spent 72 million euros. Arteta sacked him because of indiscipline. Alexander Lacazette score free. Make any amount context and say. Sir Mikel Arteta no be successful. Sa de na Unai Emery nti nyanya no na wo so insist. Discipline. Discipline. I am building my team. Either you follow my rules or you get going. Because let me give you another context. Mikel Arteta no nobody 37 years ago. Mikel Arteta mo fa na djuma wa Arsenal we did 37 years. Ono de bia me ka say Mikel Arteta de no he reminds me of Pep Guardiola because Pep ono so the Barcelona djuma na man we did 37 Pep 37 years in the context of coaching. Oh say Pep Guardiola Senya Laporta mo ne man sa to me na nka djuma yi ko ntimi nya da because Pep Guardiola eba Barcelona no. Ronaldinho was the main one. Ronaldinho Barcelona revenues so no on na generating 80% of Barcelona's revenues. The Jesse Oberton na nya some kitwa. He was the main guy on the pitch, main guy off the pitch because he sells a lot of jerseys. Now a 37-year-old coach aba was him Ronaldinho. Now who feels aboard for no say me someone support you over here side no. But Pep convinced Laporta say so Ronaldinho it's now obiwa obesai Lionel Messi eno Christ so sacked Deco no person ton at 21st season eto enya top once not nine into a similar Pep Guardiola de no he insisted some boys ni bia baye I say 2 minutes ba be do omho bebre discipline Ronaldinho be ko night club be ko say it is a meeting na ye adwuma no a give me that power. Pinjufononko. She Mikel Arteta de no 37 years I found also at 37 years. Also se meti na ye adwuma no a ma me tumi na me mpam pinjufo ne bi omye in discipline no. Sa angle no na ase there's a similarity between the Pep's own and that of Mikel Arteta's own. Because Pep the other day a phantom Arteta had to wait. In so pam ko for na or build the team no 8 positions said the name. And or the Bodemania Mikel Arteta the first game at Arsenal, that lineup. Clearly you could see say he has taken time to build a team. Everything about that team. Can we hear television as well? This is Mikel Arteta's first game. Ben Leno on an air goalkeeper because Peter Cech had retired. Arsenal Koto, Aaron Ramsdale, Amfa, and David Raya Babenda Guno. Inti I buy. Enfa, but still no management we will still give you money to go and buy. Tesa Pep the Libya. About Manchester City, one there or Pamo Joe Hart, Okofa goalkeeper by Bravo by Amfa. Okofa Ederson by see, sir, for you to achieve this kind of achievement, if you don't have a management or 247, I'm sorry, you cannot do it.